the target. No, no. You're the better one, still kingdom come. To give me your loyalty, cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
I am so excited about the next couple of weeks of videos because we just stayed in 3 very different caves, or what they call in Matera, Sassi, which is a cave dwelling. And we learned 2 very important things I want you guys to know that did not come up in any of our research or videos that we've watched. Number 1, where you stay in Matera. And keep in mind, for those that aren't subscribers, we are full-time retirement travelers. We have been in countless cities all over the world. Actually, we've been in countless cities just in Italy. And I would say where you stay in Matera, that choice is more important than any other place we have ever stayed. And the reason is because of the aesthetic that you will only fully understand when you get to Matera, although we're going to give you our best attempt to get it. And that is the feeling you get from looking out either the back or the front of where you're staying and just soaking in this unbelievable 10,000-year-old scene. So we're going to show you all 3 of those cave dwellings today, as well as some of the dining options that are involved with staying in that location. And number 2, I think you should not just watch our videos in general, you should watch a lot of YouTube videos when you're getting ready to travel someplace. But I'm convinced that none of those videos involves them staying for more than 1 night. Matera is a common day trip destination, but I'm here to tell you that Matera needs 3 or 4 days because we are going to show you some sites in next week's video that I haven't seen in anybody else's videos, and they are absolutely breathtaking. One more thing at the end of this video. Doing our research, what we did find is a lot of people concerned that the public transportation, which we are very fond of in European countries, particularly Italy, is not real convenient for Matera. And so a lot of people asked about renting a car. We did rent a car, so if you are planning on going to Matera by car, we are going to show you the parking situation, because in our research it looked like there was a lot of available free parking, and that is definitely not the case here.
When you are in anywhere in Italy, these white lines are what you look for to indicate the parking is free. There are none in Matera. One of the things that I noticed in the first review I looked at was that it was very difficult to find on GPS. Now, so I dismissed that property because I don't like frustrating searches, but then I saw that same complaint on almost every Sassi in Matera. So I realized that was just going to be part of the experience. We certainly had, we are now searching for
Princess Leia's, Sassi. So you see Angie up ahead here. She's got the GPS. She keeps going back and forth. Locanda di San Martino is first. That might be it.
I show you this sign because it has one. It is much more visible than almost all of the Sassi, i.e. the cave dwellings, that there are available to you in Matera. This is the TripAdvisor lowdown, and it seems pretty accurate. It is also a thermal spa, and we are going to show you exactly what that means. And here's the tour of the room.
Okay, we are here at Locanda di San Martino, and we're at room number 16.
Cave number 16.
Cave number 16. Buongiorno. So when you come in the room, come in, and then you can open on the door. After you close the door, you can open this part and have a window in the door to the view, which is pretty stunning. And because it's a spa, they leave your slippers right on the bench as you enter. There's a nice, super rustic desk with a lot of character. There are your 2 glasses, your remote control, and it looks like a list of services, probably for room service and also for maybe for the spa. I'm not sure. Okay. There's a chair. There's another table down here. This is a mini fridge where you can put your children. Oh, it comes with stuff. Hopefully I didn't just buy all of that. Cokes, some spirits, beer, water. There's the phone and a really, really beautiful view of the top of the cave here. Very rustic. Looks like this is a queen bed. Here's the television. There's a trunk over here with extra blankets and pillows. There is a closet for hanging your hangables. About 5 or 6 hangers in there. And then what one would assume to be bathroom. So I will let my cinematographer get in there for this. And are there any shampoo and conditioner, body wash, anything like that in the shower? There's a toilet, a bidet, mirror, sink, and there is, it looks like, shampoo, but no conditioner or body wash. There's a towel warmer on the wall, and extra towels, and a trash can. And there's a little window for some ventilation here, and a mirror. But the thing about this place, aside from being in a cave, the view is absolutely stunning. Grazie mille.
What you see now is the spa at Locanda di San Martino. It is discounted if you're staying there as a guest, but I'm showing all of you because anybody in Matera can stay there. It just costs a little more if you're not at the hotel. It is a very satisfying experience according to my daughter, and she described it as a mix of mood, colors, and temperatures. They have a suggested itinerary for you to go through. As you see, this is the first of 3 different steam type rooms, and then you come out and dip into this gigantic pool that goes through many different areas of the cave. but she didn't like certain things. She doesn't love steam rooms and stuff like that, so she filmed them but wanted to skip that. This is the end that has jets that can go for your back and your feet. And if you want to get your mind in the right place, just look at what this whole situation is. This is another one of the steam rooms. They've got the coals there that you just have to pour water over. I guess technically that's a sauna. Steam room is steamier than that. This is another example. They have both the concrete bench, and you're going to see they have a couple of chaise lounges at the end. And the temperature is strictly controlled for you to go through a range of experiences to reheal and rejuvenate your entire body. And it's legitimately inside a cave, which is not just something cool to know, but adds to the visual appeal. And this is some more of those chaise lounges, and those colors, no, I did not add that with my awesome editing skills. That is just something that they add that tends to complete the experience. I wasn't there, so I can't tell you, but I do appreciate Leia for showing this. That looks like a skylight, but it's underground, so that must be leading to the upper parts of the spa. This was Leia's favorite area. It is incredibly long. We can't show you the whole thing. She did go through the entire thing, however. And then she also purchased a massage, which you can't film in there for obvious reasons, but that is also an option and also a discount if you are staying there. And we're going to let you experience the rest of this and the skylights for yourself before we head to the incredible breakfast that Leia enjoyed the morning after her stay there. I should say that all three caves that we sampled came with a free breakfast per se. The difference when you stay at Locanda de San Martino is that the breakfast is located on premises, and it is as you can see, an all-you-can-eat buffet. But even though it's a buffet, Leia said the service was great, and they were constantly asking her to refill her juice and her coffee, and she enjoyed every single item that she had, including the various juices that they had available. We're going to show you some other dining options from the Sassis that we stayed in. Very near Leia's for dinner is Soul Kitchen. We want to tell you it was actually fourth on our list of priorities. But there are tons of great restaurants in Matera. This has a 4.6 rating and is not in the top 100. It also has, as you can see, a TripAdvisor award, which normally with a town this size would put you in the top 100. A couple other things of note, you can see that it opens at 7 p.m. None of the great restaurants that have really great ratings open before that. It does have the option of being able to see the menu online, which not all TripAdvisor pages do, so I like that. The other places we were considering, we could not get in unless you did have a reservation, so always make reservations, at least for dinner. I saw that carbonara special, and that is a four-bearer spoiler alert. The thing that really attracted us about that is the cave motif, which we were really into for both sightseeing, our rooms, and the restaurants. They show you the wines on display. We chose this one, and he opens at the table, and you do the whole wine tasting thing, which was nice. And yes, we did approve of this one. You can see the motif. This is from our table. The entrees I would describe as very tasty, but not exactly huge. The portions may leave you hungry for something else. They also have an area in the basement where they keep the wines cool that also is a great cave structure. I got the carbonara. It looks good. I honestly was a little disappointed, so let's move on to the second Sassi option we stayed at. So you remember the great view from Leia's hotel room? This is the view of her hotel room. So in other words, from the other side. When you book a hotel, you want to book a hotel in essentially this fishbowl. So when you look out the front or the back of your room, you are facing these gorgeous, gorgeous Sassis. This is a spedded up walk from her hotel to our hotel, and that is the entrance Infinito di Sassi. I also want to show you the TripAdvisor for l'Infinito di Sassi. Later on, we're going to show you another location in this same complex of Sassis. But it has one thing that's a little deceiving, which is free public parking nearby. If you believe the internet and this, you would think it was plentiful. It is not. So if you are taking a car, stay tuned to the end of the video.
So we are here at l'Infinito di Sassi. And here is the view from our balcony. And this is the room. The room that we are staying in is called Venere. You can see it here. When you check in, there is a gate that you'll need to open by buzzing, and then they will give you a passcode to your individual room. It's like a realtor lockbox. The key is inside here. And here is our room. You walk in, there's a little reception area here with a table and 2 chairs. There's some information on the wall here. When you check in, it's self-check-in. There is no one to meet you here, at least there wasn't for us, which is why they have the lock box. There's a little kitchenette area with, it looks like an oven, a stove, an espresso maker with espresso pods, accoutrements there, other things that you'll need for cooking, some more espresso cups, some plates, and some glasses, and your silverware, and a sink. Really, it's a small space, but it's well equipped. There is nice. There's some balsamic vinegar, some oil. On this side, over here, we have, what is here? Salt, and some plates and a colander. Then we'll come around this way to the bathroom. Again, here, oh, the view is, there's a frosted front door, so you can't see out that one, but out this side, you can, there's a screen for ventilation. So again, that is our view. Here's the bathroom. It is small, but it'll do. A little sink, mirror, hand soap, a hair dryer, extra toilet paper, and a little window in the shower, a rainfall shower head, shampoo, and body wash. I've noticed there's no conditioner at a lot of European hotels / caves. Some of these facilities in Matera are caves. As we will show you, our daughter Leia is staying in one that's got just an incredible interior with a lot of natural materials. So here is our bedroom. It looks like it's a queen bed. There is 1 step down, 2 steps down. Nightstands. I'll have to investigate if there's any USBs there. There's a little clothing rack to hang your things up, extra pillows and blankets, a bench, a television, the AC unit is up there, a full-length mirror for getting ready. I don't know what this little window is. There's a succulent here. I think this is probably more view, maybe? Yeah, that goes outside. I don't want to stand on this bench to open that, but I may investigate that later and let you know. There's a little mini fridge. There were 2 waters. I pulled one out because I was parched. Clock and some champagne flutes. So let's look into the USB situation here. There's a plug but no USBs, at least not on that side. So let's see over here. Nope, just a plug. So make sure that you bring a plug, and if you don't use the plugs that they use here in Italy, then make sure that you bring an adapter. And I just pulled the handle off of the dresser. And I'm just gonna snap that back on there. Here's a map, which is nice because, man, you could get lost. I pride myself as having a great sense of direction. Wow, you can really get lost in here. So it's nice that they have the map here. Here are some of the sites. And we need to make sure where we parked is okay, because you cannot park in the city central. You have to park outside of essentially what is the historic zone. So we need to go investigate that and make sure we don't get towed. Hi, Jim. We're pretty tired. We had a 2-hour drive from the Amalfi Coast, 2.5 hours, right?
I don't know. I was steel gripping I'm not Mike, but I was steel gripping the steering wheel the entire time. So we'll show you some footage of the steering wheel. That was crazy. I'm just checking out the caves, checking out the 007 No Time to Die set, all of that. At the other two Sassis, there is no breakfast on site, but you still get a coupon for free breakfast at a couple of different places, and you can choose. This one was excellent. You can see it just looks beautiful. That is blood orange juice they squeeze fresh in front of you. That cappuccino is delicious. And then we got both a cioccolato and a pistachio croissant. And even the setting is beautiful while you enjoy breakfast.
L'infinito dei Sassi. This is the Marte room. In order to get in, you will put in your code and you'll pop this open to get your key. And here we go. Well, you've already put the key card in here. This controls your electricity right here. This is your thermostat. You'll use that to turn on the air conditioner. So as soon as you walk in, there's a coat rack on the left. Looks like a closet here. Very cavey feeling. There's a few steps down, and then there is a queen bed with 2 nightstands. Your bath towels and linens are on the bed here. There's a chair, a little table, workspace, a place to hang your clothing. There are 2 single beds in this room as well, and a full mirror with some hooks to hang up clothing or towels or whatever you need. There's a mini fridge, and let's see if it comes with anything. A still water and a sparkling water. There's an espresso machine at the desk with a chair, some champagne flutes, some espresso pods, and the cups that you need there. There is a luggage rack, a presumably smart TV. Here's the door where we entered, and there's the closet there. It's another mirror. The shower has a rainfall water head as well as a handheld shower. There's body wash and shampoo, a bidet, sink, toilet, and a window that you can open when it gets steamy when you shower. There is a hairdryer There is hand soap and toilet paper. You can really see the qualities of the cave here though in the ceiling as well as in the main room. A lot of natural materials and it looks pretty cool. And here's the view from the Marte room. Again, there are some stairs to maneuver getting down to your room. So if you need a place that is accessible without using stairs, that will be a challenge. At the top is a lovely little seated area with 2 bistro tables and 4 chairs. And then your exit is over here. There is a key that you use to get into the gate. Right down there.
You know that your hotel, or Sassi in this case, has a great view when throughout the day there are constantly tours showing up, but you never hear them when you're in your room because, of course, your room is a cave and the walls are very thick. Here's a quick look at the second free breakfast option. They don't look as pretty, but they actually tasted better. And I will close my argument for Matera being the most important city in the world to choose the right place to stay by giving the view at night at both hotels. Here is the other one. And obviously, no matter what side you are on the Sassi fishbowl, you're going to see beauty. Now, before I end the video, for those driving to Matera, I do want to show you this. These white spaces are the only spaces that are free in any town in Italy. And even though our research indicated there was a lot of free parking in Matera, we found after extensive searches that there was only 4 or 5 actual free overnight spaces. And since nothing can ruin a vacation like getting your car towed, we made this video to show you exactly where those spaces are.
Okay, this might be the most important thing that I have to say. You see this sign, that sign over there, this sign, which is actually just for parking lot, that sign, and then this sign up here. Essentially what it's telling you is do not park there. Also, another piece of advice is do not risk it just because you see other cars. So you see this is the only sign you want because it does not have red. That is where we parked. When you research Matera, it'll say there's a bunch of different kinds of parking, and free parking is available, but in fact, this is the only free parking that we found in the city, and it looks like something's on the back of my car. Oh, thank God, that's just the light. So, I'm gonna show you, here comes a car here. Here's some perspective of where you're walking from and where to do it.
To further help you, here is a GPS pin of that location. And remember to tune in next week so we show you everything else in Matera, including tons of awesome experiences that we have not seen in any other YouTube video. Thanks for tuning in, Chain Gang, to the 4 Chains Travel.